Hey, good evening everybody. It's Jammy P here with another Castle Cards video. It's been a while actually, guys, so I do apologise. So I'm gonna make this video because a couple of guys on the channel fancy some videos who can't play at the moment. So all the best to those guys at the moment. And today I want to do a video about morale. About how you can psych out your competition. I think as much as this game is great, you can get quite demoralising at times, especially when you're playing it. Well, I've only been playing it for a couple of years now, but I'm still nowhere near as good as my fellow comrades in arms. And I don't know why. I don't know whether it's because I don't have that ability to multitask or, you know, and I'm sure many players when they're learning this game can get a bit frustrated with people who've been playing it for years, or just people who are just generally better than you. So, this is a one-on-one. I'm Bulgarians, and Bulgarians are not the best. I'm in the blue, sorry. The Bulgarians aren't the best faction of all, but I do quite like them. I like the kind of early upgrades. I love the early militia line. They just get automatically upgraded, so they just get better and better as they go on. And I quite like getting the half castles, and they're quite effective if you get them in someone else's base early enough. So I'm facing this guy, this Chaco de Torres. So he is, I've played this faction before, melee. I don't see them much actually in the world of competitive gaming, but to be fair, it's quite nice to do something a bit different. And the Bulgarians the same. I very rarely see anyone playing Bulgarians really. Well, hopefully with the new update coming up in November, they're going to rebalance them all and make them all kind of maybe a bit more even. It's nice to see no Franks or Goths being played today, which is always helpful. So, the big thing I want to talk about really is the score. Now, the score can have like a detrimental effect on your morale. So, if for example you're ahead of the score, you think, yeah, I'm doing really well, woohoo! Or if you're the opposite and you've not got as much score, you could be really a bit fed up and annoyed, thinking, how on earth are they doing better than me? And this is exactly what I was feeling. I was feeling frustrated because this is the third game, I lost the other two, and I was like, how's this guy doing better than me? What's he doing? How's the score? And part of me thinks, you know what, sometimes maybe we're just playing without the score, so you kind of know, so it doesn't need to worry you. I kind of want the option to turn that button off so it doesn't tempt you to have a look at it, just go by your gut instinct and don't get demoralised. So a fairly standard setup play really. That's all looking relatively nice and peaceful. So he's not scouted my base yet, you can't see me. I'm the blue, bad guy's the red. Seems to be doing quite a good little job. His eco's pretty good. So I had a bit of issues with this game. Why did I build my houses there? I don't understand why I did not do it. Why didn't I put them in a gap here or there? I don't know. You just get fed up. Anyway, so he's on 1,000, my 846. I'm like, oh god, here I go again. Here we go. I'm gonna get trashed again. Another game. Then time I do it out and he dies straight away. Great. So this guy's probably thinking, this guy's a loser. He's gonna be no good. This should be a relatively easy game. So, one of my little kind of flagship tactics is I send one lone villager to the back of their base and start building up my army over there. Why do I do that? A lot of people say it's a stupid tactic, but actually it's quite powerful sometimes. You do bleed a lot of resources doing it, however, it distracts your opponent, right? So rather than focus on offensive, they're focused on defensive. So if you know you're playing against a better player, the best thing you can probably do is to put as much pressure on them as possible. So they're not worried about trying to attack you. Because look at my base. No chance. It's just rubbish. I mean, I'm getting better at defending, but for me it's all about the early on pressure, and I just can't just sit back and just build up an army. I don't do that. That doesn't work with me, and that's probably why I'm not a very good player. I like to get in there nice and early, get a few boys out in feudal age, and do a bit of a raid. I don't like going the horse way. The reason being the men, because they get the free upgrade, so you might as well get them going. stop producing them before you hit fuel, and when they hit fuel they auto upgrade and then you're in. So great, pressure's on, pressure straight in. So that's good, that's helpful. And then he brings out his archers, and see his archers thinking, oh god, here we go. So that was just pure fluke I think, so he's going the archers and I was going infantry. So normally I would keep going with the infantry and keep pushing, but this time I decided to stop. Because you know what, I'm not going to win this fight. Infantry versus archers, no chance. So, has he seen my base yet? I don't think he has yet. No, he's not seen my base yet. So he's built a nice little wall, but there's no idea I'm there, which is quite cool. But I've stalled him a bit. He's still kicking my butt on the actual scoreboard though. This kind of happens quite a fair bit. Meanwhile, he's finally starting to scout a bit more what I'm doing now. He gets into castle stage. He gets into castle stage well faster than me, so I'm nowhere near to castle yet. I've got no chance. However, now he knows I'm here. So he's got his second TC. He's got loads more archers now. They're coming up now because they're a bit, oh okay, that's a bit annoying. Let's sort them out. I've literally got nobody there. And that's it. Yeah, I thought I'd hide her on the back, but nah, she's just like a nice big pool of blood now. Poor lady. So I start building some skirmishers, and I'm like, oh man, try to bust them out. No, no good. They're just rubbish. I think skirmishers are rubbish until you fully upgrade them, really. At this point, I was having severe wood issues, so I wasn't getting enough wood going on. My wood guys are going round the forest, round the back. I don't know why they were doing that. It was just rubbish, so everything was a bit slow on my end. However, this was very distracting for this dude. So he was focusing on these guys here. So this enabled me to keep pressure off my lovely trashy little rubbish base. And look at the score, 3,000! He's almost double my score at this point. But he's like, get out of my base. Get out of my base, it's annoying you being here, get out. So he does, he puts everything on back. This gives me time. So, I finally hit castle. Is it castle yet? Yeah, so the castle, the crap post goes up. It goes up. To this point, surely you would think, just charge, go for it. And matey boy does, here he goes. Can he see my castle? No he can't, so he's not scouted enough. So the beauty is I could see most of his base, whereas he isn't escaping. So I don't know what he's doing with these guys. Oh, he's obviously defending the castle being built. But surely you would think I wouldn't have enough resources to continue that. At this point I was thinking, I'm going to die, he's going to absolutely whip my butt, but he's got a massive army and he can whip my butt. And he could have done really easily, just sent his archers in and finished off everything. It's kind of not difficult. But, so I bring some horses to do a bit more raiding. And luckily, one thing I learned from the last game is that I sped my horses up, so I give them a little speed boost. That's really helpful against archers. And then there's one thing I never do, and that's go mangonels. I never go mangonels early in on the castle age. So this was kind of a new tactic I was sending. So that's it, I went south this time, I went north with these boys. At this point he's got archers down there, crossbowmen. At this point I'm going nuts on his other flank, so he's trying to stop me from coming in through here, and I'm barging through another part of his land. This must be really annoying for him, actually. If I was him, I'd be a bit annoyed. But he's not doing anything really to defend it, he's just keeping his guys there. And then I'm just taking out. Then he's eventually. Oh, okay, these guys are a bit of a problem. They got through my wall. Let's sort that out. Well, I go around and just slay a few villagers and just be a bit of an idiot, really. But this is what happens. I'm probably really annoying this guy because he wants to come and attack me, but he can't because I'm just annoying him, really. Which is really satisfying when I go out to watch these games because look, the score. He's miles ahead of me, but I'm just playing his army. Yeah, this was a bit rookie. Look, it's just yeah. they won't go anywhere. But my dudes, this is one thing I like about the bugger little dudes who come out. They don't do a lot, to be fair, but hopefully they'll rebalance them and make them slightly better. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So meanwhile, that's all kicking off. I'm still booming. But also, if you watch this dude's eco, he's not got any wood, so he can't keep producing more archers. So he obviously likes his archers. I know his castle's there, so I'm going to flank around the bottom now. So again, just keep putting pressure on his eco, and then he's. And that's all I was doing, knowing full well he was kicking my butt. So I was just waiting for an attack and then to finish me off. To be fair, that's all I was doing. So go on the wall now, smashing him up. Again, as he was about to come out, he turns around as I'm ignoring him from the bottom bit. So again, taking a punt at his gold miners. So these guys saved my game, literally, because they're about to come here and just trash me there. But no, my dudes come back in and just again annoy him a bit, just mess about, go in, hack him around. So yeah, to run away, come back. And I quite like this kind of guerrilla tactic thing. This time I got 4 mangonels. 4 mangonels! I can't remember, guys. I actually built 4 mangonels at once. Never happens in my game. And then I decided to do the clever thing of, oh yeah, we'll bombard them and then send in my horses. Great idea, Pete. Okay, so he's coming in, he's bringing the boys in, and then it just gets a bit messy. I didn't control my armies, and yeah, it's just got it. There's nothing more satisfying though than the mangoes. Ah, that's it. Just destroying them. But also, the depressing thing about mangoes is when they lob a load of rocks in your base as well. Just yeah, just those things. At this point, I'm thinking, oh god, I've got no army. I have got an army around the back there. I've got an army here, but I kind of forgot about that. So it sends those little dudes because he's got no wood, so he can't do archers anymore, and he can't even build pikemen. So if he's got quite a lot of food and quite a lot of gold, so I don't know. I don't know what he's kind of doing really. So his army's gone. I've wiped out pretty much most of his army, which I didn't realise, because look at the score, it's still very good, but actually I'm making a bit of a comeback, so you can't see that castle yet. I guess you can now, but he doesn't really quite know what it is. So at this point I'm thinking, oh okay, I don't think I'm nowhere near killing him, he's still got a better score than me, and then I'll unleash this at him. And that was kind of enough for him to give up. So whether he had to go to bed, whether he just couldn't be bothered, he could have kept going, to be fair. Because I thought I was going to be a dead man, to be honest. So yeah, morale, guys. You can play like a normal standard game and just boom up, or you could just harass. And for once, actually, this actually worked. So always remember, believe in yourself, keep going, keep fighting, and switch your tactics. If there's those dudes, get out the mangoes.